This is Mr.Vartol. And this is Dark Stories. Season 2 begins with a mystery that has remained unsolved for more than 70 years. December 1948. Somerton Beach, Adelaide, Australia. A man sits quietly against a seawall, overlooking the ocean. Well-dressed, clean suit, polished shoes. Nothing unusual, at least at first. But by morning, the man is dead. No signs of violence, no witnesses, no identification. Just a body and a question. Who was he? Police search his pockets. Police search his pockets. No wallet, no papers, no name. Every label inside his clothing has been carefully removed. Someone did not want this man to be identified. Weeks later, investigators discover something hidden in a small pocket inside his trousers. A scrap of paper. 2 words. Taman Shud. A phrase taken from Persian poetry. Taman Shud. It is finished. But in this case, nothing was finished. Because the dead man had no name. And the mystery was only beginning. Evening, December 1st, 1948. Somerton Beach is quiet. The sun has already begun to disappear. Beyond the horizon, a few people walk along the sand. Some notice a man sitting against the seawall, his legs stretched forward, his head resting against the concrete. He appears calm, relaxed, perhaps resting, perhaps waiting, but no one speaks to him. Later that night, another witness passes the same place. The man has not moved. His position is exactly the same. One arm resting across his chest, the other lying beside him. Some assume he is asleep. Others believe he may be drunk. No one stops. Morning arrives. The beach begins to fill with people, and someone notices something unusual. The man is still there, exactly the same position. Police are called. When they arrive, they discover the truth. The man is dead. There are no signs of violence, no visible wounds, no struggle. His clothing is neat, his shoes perfectly polished. He appears as if he simply sat down and never stood up again. Police begin their examination. Early that morning, the man's clothing is carefully inspected. Suit jacket, shirt, tie, trousers. Everything appears normal, well made, well maintained. But something is wrong.
Every label inside the clothing has been removed. The brand names cut away. The manufacturer tags missing. Even the laundry marks that might reveal a name or location are gone. Someone took the time to erase every trace of identity. Inside his pockets, police find very little. A used bus ticket, a railway ticket that had not been used, a small packet of chewing gum, a comb, and a box of cigarettes. But the cigarettes inside the box are not the same brand. Printed on the package, another small detail that makes no sense. Passport, no documents, no name. And when police circulate his photograph across Australia, no one comes forward. It is as if this man never existed. Days pass. Investigators continue examining every detail of the unknown man. His clothing, his belongings, his body. Looking for something that might explain who he was or why he died. And then a small discovery changes everything. Inside the man's trousers, police notice something unusual. A pocket that should not be there. Hidden, carefully sewn into the fabric. Inside that pocket, they find a small, torn scrap of paper. Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. And the words mean something simple. Taman Shud. It is finished. Think about that for a moment. A man with no identity, no documents, no past, and the only message found in his hidden pocket means. It is finished. Finished. But finished with what? Police begin searching for the book the paper came from. Because somewhere there must be a copy missing that exact page. And if they find that book, they might finally discover who the man was, or why someone worked so carefully to erase him. Taman Shud come from a book of poetry. The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Investigators now know the scrap of paper must have been torn from a copy of that book.
So they begin searching.
Every bookstore, every library,
Every possible lead.
somewhere there must be a copy missing that exact page.
And then a man comes forward.
He tells police something strange. The night before the body was discovered, his car was parked near Somerton Beach. When he returned to the vehicle,
He noticed something in the back seat.
a book, a copy of the Rubaiyat. He had never seen it before.
Then he had
is written.
A sequence of letters.
5 lines.
A code. No one knows what the code means.
Experts study it,
Cryptographers analyze it.
but the message remains unsolved.
And beneath the code,
There is something else.
a phone number.
The words. Taman Shud.
Come from a book of poetry.
The words. Taman Shud.
The words. Taman Shud.
The words. Taman Shud.
The words.
Taman Shud. Come from a book of poetry. The words.
The words.
The words. The words.
Taman Shud.
The words.
Taman Shud.
The words.
The words.
The words. Taman Shud.
Taman Shud.
The words.
Taman Shud.
The words. Taman Shud. The words.
Taman Shud.
The words. Taman Shud.
The words. Taman Shud.
The words.
Taman Shud.
The words. 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 The words.
The words.
Taman Shud.
The words.
Taman Shud.
The words.
Taman Shud.
The words.
Taman Shud. The words.
Taman Shud.
The words. Taman Shud.
The words. Taman Shud.
The words. Taman Shud.
Taman Shud.
Taman Shud. The words.
Taman Shud.
Taman Shud. The words.
The words.
Taman Shud. Taman Shud.
The words.
The words. Taman Shud.
Taman Shud.
Taman Shud.
The words.
The words.
Taman Shud.
The words. Taman Shud.
Taman Shud.
The words. The book. Found inside the car. Has already raised many questions. A missing page. A strange code. But investigators notice something else. Written beneath the letters. A phone number. Someone wanted this number to be found. So police decide to call it. Imagine that moment. You are holding the same clue they held. A number written inside a book, connected to a dead man with no identity. When the phone rings, a woman answers. The woman lives not far from Somerton Beach. Investigators ask a simple question. Do you know this man? They show her a plaster cast of his face. The woman studies it carefully. For a moment, she says nothing. Then she says she has never seen him before. She does not know who he is, and she has no idea why her phone number would be written inside the book. But investigators notice something unusual. When she saw the face, she almost fainted. Inside the back cover of the Rubaiyat book, investigators discovered something unusual. 5 lines of carefully written letters, not words, just letters, arranged in short sequences, a code. Experts examine the writing. Cryptographers study the pattern. They search for meaning inside the letters. Perhaps it is a message. Perhaps it is a location. Perhaps it reveals the identity of the unknown man. But no one can solve it. Now imagine you are looking at the same page. 5 lines of letters. No explanation. No key. Just symbols left behind by someone who never intended to be found. Would you recognize it? Would you see something others missed? Decades pass. Decades pass. Investigators return to the code again and again. Different experts, different theories, but the message remains silent, and the meaning of those letters remains hidden. Investigators continue their search. for the identity of the unknown man. Fingerprints are taken. Photographs are distributed. Police departments across the country receive his image. Someone must recognize him. Someone must know who he is. But no one comes forward. No family. No friends. No employer. No missing person report matches his description. The man sitting on Somerton Beach appears to belong nowhere. Think about that for a moment. A man perfectly dressed, healthy, well cared for. But when investigators search every record they can find, there is no trace that he ever existed. No passport, no employment record, no travel documents, nothing connecting him to a name. It is as if someone removed him from the world. The investigation continued for years. Police searched for the identity of the unknown man. They followed every lead, every witness, every theory, but the answers never appeared. Never solved. The book never explained. And the words Taman Shud remain the final message left behind. It is finished. But the mystery was not. Think about everything you now know. A man with no name. A hidden pocket, a scrap of poetry, a code no one could read, and a phone number that led to more questions. For decades, investigators tried to solve this case. But now, you know what they knew. You have seen the same clues. You have followed the same trail. Which means the mystery now exists. Inside your mind, inside your mind. Inside your mind. Inside your mind. Inside your mind. This is Mr.Vartol. And this is Dark Stories. Tonight, you followed the same trail. Investigators followed. More than 70 years ago, a man with no name, no past, no identity. A message hidden in a secret pocket. 2 words, Taman Shud. It is finished. But the story was never finished, because the man was never identified. The code was never solved, and the meaning of those letters remains unknown. Which means the mystery did not end with the investigators. It did not end with the reports. And it did not end with the archives. Because now you know the story, you have seen the clues, you have followed the investigation. Which means the question now exists with you. Who was the man on Somerton Beach? And why did someone work so carefully to erase him? This is Mr. Vartol. This was Dark Stories. Next time, another identity that vanished. A woman discovered in a remote Norwegian valley. Burned belongings, multiple names, and a past no one could confirm. The Eastal woman. Listen carefully. Some stories do not stay buried. Sometimes they wait for the right listener.